Boris Johnson and his new June deadline, that's what I want to talk about in this video. Hi, I'm Mark, greetings from Germany and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, click the little bell and the notifications so you won't miss my new Brexit videos in the future. Quite out of nowhere this week, the UK government announced that they are setting kind of a deadline for June now for the negotiations with the EU, because they said if there's no Canadastyle agreement to, well, let's just say to be seen on the near horizon, then they're just gonna end the negotiations and just prepare for WTO Brexit. That reduces the negotiation time now from only 7 months to just 4 months. If that was a wise decision, I don't know. The pound immediately dropped after this announcement, as it did several times before in these cases, and the economy is quite worried, and I mean the UK economy, not the EU economy. So what can be the intention of the UK government to do that? Because first of all, a Canada-style agreement is not possible to be even close in June. I talked about this in another video. Canada-style means there are not zero tariffs and quotas in every area. So Canada and the EU took years to negotiate that thing, and there are some areas where are quotas and tariffs, and so you have to negotiate every bit by bit, and that takes years. And everybody knows that. The second thing is the EU made quite clear there is no possibility for an exact Canada-style agreement between the UK and the EU, because there's a big difference between the UK and Canada. Canada does not have a physical border to the EU like the UK does. And several times now Michel Barnier, the chief negotiator of the EU, made that quite clear. And he made quite clear what the EU is setting on their side as the pinpoints for the negotiation, just mentioning level playing field, standards, stuff like that. And I won't repeat everything I said in other videos, but on both sides of the table, everybody knows what the EU wants. But so far, nobody knows what the UK wants, because they didn't even put up any proposal. And next week, the negotiations are supposed to be starting, and the UK has no proposal at all. So this is quite interesting. And so once again, what are the intentions? Is it that, as some people say, Boris anyway only wants a WTO Brexit and the negotiations are just a smokescreen? In the end, he wants to blame the EU for it, but still get what he wants, a WTO Brexit. I'm actually not so sure about that. Or is it that he now knows that everything he said in public is impossible, and he's trying to find a way to take down what he said before, that there will be no extension, and in the end that he's realizing that he needs an extension to get a proper deal, but he has to blame the EU for it, because for that he will have to change the law. It's easy with his majority in Parliament to change that law that forbids the extension, so that's not impossible. But he needs a very good reason to do that, and that could be a big blame for the EU. Or is it just playing tough? He did that before. Just remember the negotiations for the withdrawal agreement. He played tough and it worked out in the end. He got something different than Theresa May, although it's not that very different, but he still got something from the EU. But if he's playing tough now, when the UK is not a member of the EU anymore, the EU won't give in. And if that is the reason why he's doing that, he will fail. In June, he will stand there with nothing in his hands, and he will have put the UK in an even weaker position than it is now. And yeah, I know what the Brexiteers will say. Some say WTO Brexit is fine, that's what they want. Fine. If you want that, take that, you will see what happens. But I'm not so sure if that is what Boris Johnson wants. I'm still not sure that he knows what he wants. But those are the only options that came up to my mind when I heard this announcement. These are the only options I think are possible for what Boris Johnson is doing there. So if he's doing aiming for WTO, but just needs something to blame the EU for, fine, that's easy to get. If he wants to blame the EU for the extension, well, that might work too, but in the end he will still need to have it. But if he's playing tough, he'll fail. So these three options were what came to my mind, and now I'm quite interested what you will say. What do you believe? Which of these options is what Boris Johnson is aiming for? Or do you have any other idea? I'm quite curious to read that in the comments. If you're interested in more Brexit videos, I put the next video right here in the end screen. I hope to see you there. Viel Spaß!